We are picking a champion here on Bracket TV. Jim Basketball alongside Jeff Goodman and Eamon Brennan. We're going to start off with you, Jeff, from the Elite Eight on through to the champion. Who do you have?
Well, I've got Kentucky going to the Final Four, but actually I've got them losing to Wisconsin in the national semifinals in a game, kind of a revenge game for the Badgers, who lost on that tough game with the Aaron Harrison shot. They've got the motivation, but more than that, I think what Wisconsin has, they've got two bigs that can step out and make life difficult for Kentucky. That's the issue, I think, for Kentucky. You got to get those bigs away from the basket. They've got Frank Kaminsky and Nigel Hayes who can do that. On the other side, a little bit of a surprise, a little Oklahoma.
Stuck with all year.
Yeah, Oklahoma, Gonzaga. Oklahoma's got a great starting five. I'm not sure they have the bench. The Zags, I think, get past Duke. The small guards don't hurt them. Kevin Pangos and Gary Bell are seniors. They've got the bigs to go up against Jahlil Okafor. So I've got Wisconsin-Gonzaga national title game, and I've got the Badgers coming away with the title victory just because, you know, they've got Frank the Tank. They've got Sam Decker, who's going to be a first-round pick. Nigel Hayes has gotten so much better. The key for me really is in the backcourt with Wisconsin and whether Josh Gosser can make some shots, and he's a little more assertive than he usually is, and really whether Bronson Koenig can play well, because we don't know the status of the former starting point guard Trayvon Jackson.
Yeah. How about it, Eamon? Your picks.
I don't have Wisconsin beating Kentucky, although I completely agree with the reasons that Jeff gives for why that might work that way. The reason is that I've got Arizona coming out of Wisconsin's region in the West. I think it's I've said before, I think it's a coin flip game. Let's pick Arizona and assume they go through. At that point, Kentucky, that's a team that I don't think Kentucky has any issues with. Sort of similar in size and all the things that Kentucky just has more of than every other team in the country, they have more of than Arizona. On the other side of the bracket, I've got Villanova coming out of the East. Assuming Virginia is where they are right now, and assuming Justin Anderson doesn't get healthy and get back to 100% where he was earlier in the year, if he does, then...
You have a right to reserve judgment.
Yeah, if he does, then I'll reseed my bracket in some sort of competition or something, or I'll just toss it out altogether. But I've also got Gonzaga beating Duke. I agree with Jeff for the reasons he cited on, you know, the matchups and the way Duke defends. They're so good on the offensive end, but I just don't know if they guard well enough to win the national title or to get all the way to the title game. I think, I think Villanova beats Gonzaga because I do think they do those things. And then I think Villanova-Kentucky in the national title game is 20 to 25 points. And it's one of those games where you look at your bracket sort of gets there and you don't really realize it's there. And then you get there and you're like, oh, that's the,
a little letdown.
That's not, okay. But that's what
I don't want to see that championship game. I got to tell you,
yeah.
that'd be one that I think 40-point game.
I think if Villanova won, it would match Villanova's upset against Georgia.
Yes, I think you're right.
So we might have the nice historical.
There you go. They have a
historical
frame of reference there, Jeff. How about that? We have Kentucky. He goes chalk with regards to the Wildcats, but we have Wisconsin. Wisconsin beating Kentucky and winning the national championship. How about you choose a champ? It's the Tournament Challenge. ESPN.com/bracket. Choose your winner for the coming NCAA Tournament. For Eamon Brennan and Jeff Goodman, I'm Jim Basketball.